have to follow up.
Well, with hard economic times right now, it is hard to think about putting money away. I think a lot of people are thinking, I don't have anything to save right now, especially, unfortunately, people who've lost jobs. I'm sure Michael Callahan here with Pentec would tell us that would have helped us through this time if we had that cushion.
Yeah, those reserves certainly would.
So this is sort of our lesson right now of going forward, how we can really prepare for that cushion, because it can be the difference between living in fear in these times and riding it out.
And I also think, Kara, right now that we're going to see almost an end to the age of consumerism. I think people are going to get a little bit smarter about what they're buying and how they're buying.
Shopping has been a sport for Americans, and now it sounds like people are the reverse. Like, I feel good because I didn't spend any money today. Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I think important to that is really establishing a budget. And we probably should be establishing that budget before Christmas and the holidays.
Yes, because that can always throw us off. You know, you throw it on the credit card, oh, okay, I'll pay for it. You really need to think about what you have money for. I always think establishing a budget sounds so difficult.
Death, taxes, budget, maybe a dentist, the kind of things that we can't avoid, but we really hate them all.
But for those of us who aren't confident about doing it, how do you make a budget? You say the first thing you need to do is track your expenses, and even if you're not good with numbers, there are a lot of computer programs that can help you.
Sure. You know, Quicken or Money, MSN Money are very good programs that you can put in and actually have them write your checks for you.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be that successful at computers to be able to do that. You can just mark down on a simple list on a piece of paper what your monthly bills are and for what you're paying.
And that's a lesson in and of itself. I think a lot of people don't even know what is outgoing. So you need to know how much money you're spending every month first.
And part of that is how much did you charge that month.
Okay.
So that when you write down how much you charged, that is an expense.
Yes.
And if you can make sure that you didn't charge more on those credit cards and you can pay off in that particular month and pay off the prior debt, then you know you're upside down in your budgets.
Also, you say pay yourself first. Make sure that you're saving at least 5% before any other bills go out.
The real objective would be to get yourself to 10%. But yes, the first person you should pay is yourself. Put it in the bank so that you have the money for the rainy days that we're all going to be going through now.
And also, if you wait and you don't have it automatic, I think the easiest thing that's worked, I know for myself, is getting your company, you just automatically have it go away. Because if you get it, I mean, if you're like most people like me, if it ends up in my pocket, I'm sure I'll find a way to spend it. So if you just take it off the top and pay yourself first, you can be sure you're saving.
And then also making sure that you're putting money away for your company's 401k plan, your own IRA, because if you don't save towards retirement, nobody else really will.
Yeah.
And you've got to take care of that.
Now, and also, this is really important, you say it is not what you make, it is what you spend.
What you keep.
Everyone thinks that if I only made $100,000 a year, if I only made $1 million a year, that everything would be okay.
I can't tell you how much we see over and over again in our business when we do a lot of retirement planning and a lot of investing for folks, is that they think, well, I make a lot of money, so therefore I should be able to do it. It's cash flow. It's really how much am I keeping of the money that I make? Mm-hmm. How much of my income that I'm getting over my actual expenses that I'm paying out? And am I getting myself out of debt? At the end of the period, it could be a monthly basis or an annual basis, at some point in time, you should periodically measure, what do I own? Mm-hmm. What do I owe? And what's my net worth?
Yeah.
So when I take a look at my bank accounts, if I have a brokerage account, the value of my home, how much my mortgages are, what are my credit card outstanding balances, add all of that up. That's what our net worth is.
That's the magic number. Michael Callahan, thank you so much. If you need help, you can always call Michael Callahan at Pentec, and he can help you at least get started on the road to security.
Thank you.
One way to feel good is you just eat, right, Scott?
Just eat your way through the recession, ladies and gentlemen.